My commentary battle. This is a 1v1 against on the something village. My opponent's name is Browsy. This battle demonstrates the downside to lone swords when you do not have a leadership general. Now, the one who picked the lone swords and didn't have the leadership general was, of course, the VC or TW dude, which is me. And this will explain the downside to them and how easy it is to lose if you have them and your general dies, of course. Now, my army is pretty I've been toying with some new armies here. In this army I have 2 Katana Cav, no upgrades. I have 1 Great Guard, 7 chevrons each. My favorite unit. I have 2 Naginata Samurai, 2 chevrons each. I have 2 Matchlock Ashiguru. One of them has 5 chevrons and the other one has 6. I have 2 Matchlock Warrior Monks, no upgrades. I have 3 Lone Swords, 7 chevrons each, and 2 Katana Samurai, 7 chevrons on one of them and 6 on the other, and my melee general. Of course, Mario would be his awesome name. That's interesting. Lord. Adio! Wing deal! Adio! Adio! It's like the Balrog. It's like the Balrog. It's like the Balrog of Lord of the Rings. Oh, what does the Balrog have to do with Shogun 2? Lame. I don't know. Now, this probably won't go up the day that I made it, but if it does, well, that's cool. I'm gonna fast forward this a lot just so I can make it easy to render, like easy as crap to render, because that way it will not take very long. So right here, my opponent is a superior cav. And what I do with my inventory is I was gonna shuffle them over here, but then I'm like, okay, he's charging everything he's got, so I'm gonna bring my cav over here, stop him there, and if he's bringing anything over here, I gotta stop him here, or at least hold him. So I take this Katana Cav and I hold him here. I take this one and I charge it there. I take my Great Guard, I charge it here, and I take my General. I get perfectly in range. I rally and bonsai and charge him in there just to get as much holding power as possible. I knew it wouldn't be all that much, but it would be worth it. Now the mistake I made is putting my general in there, which is a problem because I didn't think of that I had all these lone swords, and that I could have just waited for my men to be positioned, and then my matchlocks could have taken shots, and they could have been great. And yeah. So I didn't notice that. I just kind of didn't go like that. I kind of went a different way. He, of course, has 2 bow cav over there, and at this moment, I trigger one of the long ranges on this Matchlock Monk. I start firing into his units. I finally get second wind, like right as this guy's about to rout. And at the moment, his cav is charging. So I do get some okay shots with my men, but the majority of them, don't do too good. What do? I take my Naginatas and I do charge to hopefully bring down the casualties that my matchlocks take, but it doesn't really help. This matchlock I thought was going to be fine until I saw these 2 bocab charging into them, and then I was like, okay, it's game over for them too now? Are you kidding? And so right now, I decide, okay, well, if I leave them in too long, which is my lone swords, they probably will get a lot more beat up than they are already. I do the famous move, kind of, well, it's not all that famous, with my matchlocks. I bring them off the side, get some flanking shots, and I don't know, did this one just route like right here, or did something charge into them? I cannot remember whatsoever. I think they just routed just because they felt like routing. I can't quite remember though. No, his general, that's what it was. Okay, now I remember. He has a melee general, which is kind of annoying. I don't bring my matchlocks back. I actually just position them to fire at his units, though his melee general is going to make short work of his matchlock. And yeah, I don't really get any kills on his men. I think I get like a few, like he's down to 32 from 36. Bring up my Naginata Samurai up closer to my men. And I noticed that, well, he's taking shots at my lone swords, and that's not too smart because they don't have very much armor, and I do have an upgrade for +1 armor to all units. So I was like, okay, so my Naginata Samurai have 10 armor, right? So I might as well just like put them up front because they won't take very many casualties whatsoever. And yeah, I noticed he was moving his infantry. I'm kind of toying with his men with this unit of Naginata Samurai, toying with them, and yeah, I have to actually go at 2:30. Get off at 2:30 and it's 2:21. That means like absolutely zero time to render my vids, and well, it takes like an hour to render them and an hour to upload. Parents can't render videos for me. They can upload them. They can't render them. They don't know how. Putting together the video is nothing. I won't even do an intro on this one. You probably didn't see an intro, and if you did, well, what am I talking about? Because after I'm going to be making it up, it's kind of complicated because I'm videoing it right now, and I'm saying that I won't have an intro on it. Though the intro will be before all of this, will I put it on or will I not? It's complicated. I probably will not have an intro in it. You probably didn't see an intro, or did you? Did you human beings see an intro? And why is this on a slope and there's water there? It's a slope. This is rice, right? So there's a slope and there's water just sitting there. Do you not see that slope? CA, that's a slope. Water can't be still on a freaking slope. Ah! Get it in your brains, dudes. I feel so happy right now for some reason. I am going to camp. Today, I'm going to camp. I'm going for a whole week. Not like chicken me crazy, of course. He went for a, an MONTH, a month. It's kind of hardcore. So I get my units ready to take this charge. And I charge as well with my units. I'm like, charge! And he charges back, and I charge him. And all of a sudden, I charge my lone swords. Look at the morale of these guys. I don't know what they have an explosive flank, but why are you shaking? Like, you're just charging in a battle. You should be great. You should be happy. Like, your flanks are exposed. Don't be concerned about that. Just don't. Like, just think of his sword and your sword and nothing else. Don't think of your flanks, because you're not going to get hit from this side. See? It's your fault. You wrote it because nobody hits you. At this point, I was like facing this way and holding my hand down by the unit card right here, not watching my units route. I had a pretty good feeling that they were going to route. So his unit, of course, has the ignore spears, I guess. So he takes out my Naginata Samurai. I think it does. Yeah, he does, because they're not there. They're dead. They're absolutely totaled. Oh, boom. Oh, there go my guys. Oh, look at them. They died. That sucks. So there's the second loss of Shogun 2 on my channel. How many losses of Rome to Aurora I put on my channel? One, actually. There's one where I use my webcam, actually. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you later.